Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. I did tell myself that I was buying no more makeup, like unless it was an emergency. Well, it turns out that Anastasia Beverly has just come out with the Norvina collection of Palette Volume 1. I think if anything classes as a makeup emergency, it's this bad boy. This palette is beautiful. It's got so much in it. Such a good range of colours and kind of different textures and stuff, so I was just so excited when I seen this. I was like, this is what I've been needing in my life. This has given me major palette inspiration. I'm sure you guys will have seen this palette already. It has kind of blown up on the internet, but I really couldn't wait to get my hands on it. It's got a really good variety like purples and pinks, which we've got some kind of classic neutrals, some pops of colour, some kind of neon tones as well. I think it's really nice. It's got a humongous big mirror. The packaging is gorgeous. I think this is a palette that's going to hopefully become a firm favourite of mine, but all depends on how it works, right? So what I thought today I'll do is just sit back, play with some makeup. I did my base off camera. I was going to film this for you today, but this room is far too hot to be keeping the window closed for as long as I was going to, so I thought we'd just focus on the eyes today. I've not done my highlight or anything yet as well, because I'm going to do that on my lips as well, just to kind of finish the look off. But this is my kind of go-to base just now. You'll have seen this in my most recent video. This is kind of how I've been doing my complexion recently, so just thought I'd stick with that. But yeah, without further ado, if you want to see how I create my ABH Norvina Palette Volume 1 look, then just keep watching. Okay, it's far too hot, so I'm going to put on this little headband just to keep my hair out of my face, because I don't want forehead sweat, hair mixing, not cute whatsoever. Okay, hair is out of the way, so hopefully it will not annoy me. Hopefully it won't go too wild, but it probably will, because as you guys know, my hair tends to have a kind of mind of its own when I am trying to film a video, but who cares, it'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to just go in and prime my eyes with my Urban Decay Eye Primer in Eden. You guys know this is my kind of holy grail eye primer. So I did actually get sent a little sample of the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye base, and I might use that later on if I'm cutting the crease, but I always wanted to give the palette the kind of most fair chance by using it alongside my holy grail eye primer. I kind of know in mind what look I want to go for today. I kind of thought that it's pre-plan Allan, because I don't want to be doing anything too nutty. And what I like is I can just literally prop this up with a little mirror, and I can see everything that I'm doing. So brushes. Hope I've cleaned some. Ooh, this one needs to be. So I kind of want to make the look kind of focused on the purples and stuff. I've got a kind of look in mind of what I want to do. So I'm going to just start off by dipping into, I think, probably the shade B4. Which is a really nice kind of matte purple. I'm just going to stamp that in the outer corner. Pigmentation wise, the colour has just really gripped so nicely. I haven't set my primer obviously, just because I want to make sure that this goes on super intense. Actually, I'm just worried that because this palette's obviously new, so I've started off doing this, but I just don't want to risk, because his colours are going to be quite intense today, I don't want to risk any fallout, so I'm just going to go ahead and bake. So we're just dipping into that colour B4, and I'm just going to do the usual method of stamping that colour down before I blend it out. I think I'm going to do like a kind of half cut crease moment today. I know I did a purple eye in my last video. For that, I'm very sorry. Who'd have thought I'd be doing 2 purple eye videos in a row? I think I might add a little bit of pink into this, so just so that it's not too purple. Because the pinks and purples in this palette are literally like, they just look so nice. The brush I used at first was a MAC 217, that was for the purple colour, and I'm going to go in with a Morphe brush that's got no name on it. I'm going to take this slightly lighter purple. I think I'm going to go with a 3. We're going to try and blend that out. So we're just going to start off by patting that colour down at first. I'm just patting it over top. Don't worry if this doesn't look nice. Remember, my base is super sticky, so I don't want to be swiping too much right away. Don't worry when you're doing these kind of looks if you think the colours aren't blending really nicely at first. They will eventually. You just have to kind of persevere and hope for the best. And then I was going to go into the neon pink A5, I think I'm going to go into B1 instead. Just a little bit more of a softer lilac colour. And we're going to just use that just to kind of, again, soften the edges. I'm using a much fluffier brush at this point, just so that I can get a really even blend. I'm slowly kind of pulling that pink shade B1 out a little bit, as I think I want to make this look a little bit more winged out than what I normally would go for, just so that the colour really shows. Yeah, so far these colours have all layered together really nicely. I'm really impressed at how they applied. I barely had to use any product. I didn't have to go back in and like build it up or anything. It just went on really nicely, really easy. So far we are liking this palette. And I just want to make sure that I can really see that nice kind of pinky colour poking through. So I'm just going to really make sure that I'm intensifying that and winging it out, just to make sure that it looks as vibrant as possible. My trick is, when you're winging out shadow, is use a kind of side of your brush just to kind of push the shadow into place. If you're going like this, you're going to put a lot of product down, whereas a little bit of a softer hand just to kind of map out the shape will give you a lot more room for like kind of pushing the shadow how you want it. I hope you can see my eyes are super hooded, but yeah, that's what I would do to kind of start it off, and then just make sure when you've got that kind of winged out moment going that you're not being afraid to go in and kind of pull the darker shadows out. But I would definitely wait until you're using the lightest colour to do the winged out moment, because if you're starting out with a dark colour you could lose control of that shape so quickly, and we don't really want that. You want to make sure that you've got as much control as possible. So I think I might put that like just in the outer corner, yeah, just to give a colour another bit of dimension. Yeah, I just really liked the look of this vibrant kind of pink colour. I thought it was really, really nice, and I wanted to make sure I use it. And just having that little pop, sometimes I forget and I'm pure like, sometimes I also like, I have to use like the same colour the whole way across my crease, and I'm like, why am I not just doing like this into like, I blend in that direction, but it's all good. This looks super cool. So I wanted to do a kind of cut crease moment for that. I did get a little sample of the Anastasia eye primer, which if it's good I will buy. And what I'm going to do is take that in a little brush and just do a kind of half cut crease. I can't decide if I want the cut crease to be super sharp or a little bit more soft. We'll just kind of see. This eye base is a lot more vibrant than what I was imagining it to be. Maybe like that. I'll look up and see how it looks now with my eyes. Yeah, I think we should do a kind of sharper cut crease, because I've not done one of them in a while. And just remember, when you're putting this on, like any eye base to cut the crease, try to avoid swiping, because it will pick up the colour underneath and mix, and then that can take away that definition that you maybe want. And just do it to about kind of halfway, and then kind of push the edges of the product out a little bit just so that it fades for you. That eye base made cutting the crease so easy. It's the right kind of in between level between too wet where it slides about and too dry where it doesn't really do much. Yeah, I really like that base. I actually wish I tried it on all over that eye now, but I just wasn't too sure. So on the lid, I think I'm going to take the shade A1 out first. I'm not sure what the colours look like on, so I'm going to try it initially dry, and then if we have to go and wet it with a bit of setting spray, we will. Oh, she's nice. Oh, that one actually needed a finger. Yeah, that went on much better with my finger than a brush. Isn't it funny how some shadows go on so much nicer with a finger than with a brush? That one was definitely one of them. And then I'm going to take that A3, the neon pink again, and I'm going to just run that in the outer edge of the lid. I'm going to start by pressing it down first before I blend, just because I don't want to be swiping too much too soon. I love this kind of neon pink look, it's really nice. Yes, that looks so good. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the darkest purple again and just kind of smoke that in. So in the most shocking turn of events known to man, my camera overheated. Shock. So I went ahead and finished the eye off camera underneath. I'll do the same with this eye here. What I did so far was I went in with the NYX Off Tropic liner, which I am obsessed with the formula of these liners, guys. They're so good. They don't have a purple, annoyingly, so I used the blue, which is called Rainstorm, and then I just went over and set that with then set it with some more of that B4 colour just to smudge it out. And made a quite nice kind of violet colour. Would I have preferred it to be a purple pencil? Of course, but it doesn't come in purple, so there is that. So I'm just going to continue. So I'm just going to continue to smoke out my under eyes now. So I'm going to go in with basically the colour we used on top. So I'm going to use a little bit of the shade A3 at first, and just kind of run that over the top, just to kind of smudge that line out. And you want to, because you're doing this kind of winged out shape, almost kind of pull the shadow out, like you're drawing a kind of triangle here. It will look a bit at first, but you can blend it out and make it work, do not worry. And then a fluffier brush with that shade B1 again, and we're just going to run that over, just to really soften everything into place. There is nothing I hate more than filming my under eyes on camera. I just think it never looks nice. And then kind of slowly curve that round, and then we're just going back and forward with all the same colours above and below, just so they all kind of match and marry. We want the under eye to be quite smoky, so you can kind of go over it. The reason why I use that blue pencil underneath is because I actually like to use like a cream base for under eye, just to make it last a bit longer. And then always go back in with this brush here and kind of pulling the shadow out. So I don't like that I'm doing winged out shadow for it to look too like triangular. So yeah, this side's a little bit softer. So what I like to do is just take my under eye like powder brush that I use. Don't add any more powder, just use whatever's left, and just kind of use that to push the shadow up. This will also help if you've taken the under eye colour a little bit too low. You want to give it a little bit of a lift. And just really kind of pull the colour out into the shape that you want. And then kind of soften the edges just so that it's not too harsh. You could go for a full editorial moment and like bring it into all the blush and make it super popping, but you guys know that I'm a basic bitch who's not going to do anything as vibrant as that, as much as I would love to. And then just make sure that colour looks super soft and blended. And then we're going to add a pop of fun. So I'm going with another one of those Bomb Little NYX liners. This is the shade No Shade, which is a really nice kind of vibrant orange. So I'm going to just run that in my lower lash line. I'm going to take just a little bit more to finish this pop of colour in the lower lash line. A little bit more of this eye primer, which I'm definitely going to buy. I've been really impressed with it. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that eye primer in my inner corner just to brighten up. I like to use a kind of fluffier brush for this part, just so I can get a more diffused edge. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that E4 colour, which is that really nice neon orange, and just place that right in the inner corner. Again, this is the kind of thing that's really hard to do on camera, so my makeup's been on for a bit now, so I'm going to just go in and soak my face with some MAC Fix Plus. You guys know the drill here. Again, I'm using the lavender one today. It's not because I like it any more than the rest, it's just because it's the one I've got just now. So I'm going to go for highlight into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dipped Glow Kit, which I have had for like 3 years, so I hope it's not like expired or anything. But I'm going to just go in and take a little bit of this shade Summer right here. I'm going to just use that to highlight my cheeks. Only because I feel like I'm really trying to like play with not just using the same makeup all the time. I feel like you guys maybe are getting a little bit bored of seeing me use the same stuff every day. So I thought, let's try something new. And I know this isn't new because I've had it for a while, but I forgot how nice it is. It's a really pretty highlighter, really blending. But you guys know my favourite highlighter to use is the Anastasia So Hollywood, but you can't get that anymore. So I thought, let's try. So I just thought I'd use the shade Summer mainly because it looks kind of similar. It's going to give me a really nice kind of dewy glow to the skin. Of course, we're going to take a little bit on the tip of the nose, just to give us a little bit of a nose pinch. A little bit just up the centre, like a little exclamation mark. This is like a beat and a half. This is like full on old school Allan Craig Instagram. I'm living, but with better eyebrows because yeah, we don't want to talk about that, do we? So I'm going to go in with my Morphe Love Bite lip pencil. I actually have not had my lips done in nearly 2 years, and I think it's time to do a top up because I think I want them a little bit more again. And everyone says, no Allan, you don't need them done. I'm going to pop on MAC Peach Stock on my lips, just for a nice peachy nude. I have missed this lipstick. I had it and lost it. For lip gloss, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine lip gloss in the shade Candy Flip, just because it's got some nice purple and blue flecks of glitter through it, so I think it'll pick up quite nicely on the look. Pop some of this on. When I first seen this gloss, I was like, who in their right minds is going to wear a baby blue and lilac lip gloss, but turns out it's one of my favourites because it doesn't go on blue and lilac, it's just got those flakes of glitter through it. But on top of a nude, it just looks so good. It just makes everything look super glossy and super juicy. Yeah, I like that. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is just jump off camera, fix my hair, and I'll meet you right back here for the finished look. Okay, there we have it. That is the look finished. I hope you guys like it. I am so obsessed with how this whole makeup came out. I think it looked really, really nice. The Anastasia Beverly Norvina Volume 1 palette. Oh my G. This palette was a dream to work with. The colours built up so nicely. They blended so nice. I had like no fallout. I am shook. I mean, like, for me, like, I feel like I see a lot of palettes nowadays. I feel a lot of palettes look the kind of same, and yeah, they're nice, but they're like, it's another palette. But this one, there was something about it that just jumped out at me because it just looked so different to anything that I own, which is why I was like, I need to have this in my life. The colours, the purples were amazing. Obviously, everyone knows purple eyeshadows are super hard to make. These ones were really, really good. I really liked all these kind of matte colours. I'm really excited to try and play with some of the shimmers and also some of the more neutral colours. But overall, like, this palette performed so nicely. This look took me like no time in terms of like I wasn't going back and forward and building up the colour a lot. It was run really intensely pigmented. They blended together so nicely. Yeah, I just thought it was really nice. Like, I'm just so happy the look came together. You guys know that bright colours in me, like, as much as they're my favourite kind of makeup to do on myself, I don't always do it because I'm more of a kind of neutral boy, but this palette has definitely got me a little bit more inspired to play with some colour again. Also, like, I don't know if I talked about this earlier on, but the packaging is bomb. The packaging is beautiful. Purple is just like my favourite colour, just like it's Norvina's. So yeah, purple palette, what's not to love. The mirror is a winner because I love a palette with a big mirror. I did most of the makeup today using the big mirror that came with the palette, which was really, really good. I really liked it. I was so happy with it. Definitely money well spent. I know it is a little bit on the pricey side. I think it's like £68, but it was definitely worth it. Like, I think the colours and the colour selection and the quality of shadows was worth the price. The packaging's really nice and luxe as well. Definitely a winner in my book. I'm actually thinking of doing a video soon of like best palettes of 2019. I know we're only in August just now, but I'm thinking towards the end of the year is when I'll probably do, just for like you guys to share with your boyfriends, so that if he doesn't know what to get you for Christmas, there it is. So if you like that idea, let me know. Also, the little sample that I got of the primer was really, really good. I really like this primer. I think I'm going to buy this. It was actually a really nice primer to work with. It cut the crease so well. It was that really nice kind of in between. Not too wet, not too dry, just kind of glided over and cut the crease really easy, so I like that a lot. Yeah, overall I'm just so happy how this look came together. I hope you guys are too. If you like this video, then give it a big thumbs up. I definitely love the look, so if you like the look too, give it a big thumbs up below too. I'll probably film this palette again for like maybe like in a wee IGTV moment, maybe doing a little YouTube tutorial with it. I think it's a really cool palette. I want to play with some more of the colours. So if there's any particular shades or colour combos you guys would like to see me use, then let me know. If you see any looks on Instagram you'd like to see me recreate or to give me some inspo, tag me in their comments so I can see them. Before you go, if you haven't hit subscribe, please, please, please hit subscribe. We are in that 3,000 family now. We'd love to get to 4. Maybe 5 by the end of the year would be the plan, would be the dream. Hit the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. And also, if you haven't already got me on Instagram, Twitter, feel free to join the family. And yeah, that's really it. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. See you later. Bye.